She farts. Not like for money, but just it happens. Not all the time, but not all the time, but I wouldn't bet against it. I take the over. But that's part of marriage. That's part of marriage, is that is part of love, is when you accept a person for their flaws. And that's when you know you're a man. When your woman farts during sex because you move her over too quickly and she just farts and you don't say a fucking word. And you go, I didn't hear it, I love you. She's like, I didn't hear it either, I love you. The dog's up on the bed. Are we farting? I'll take it this far. My wife's farted during oral sex. You know what they call that? Commitment. When you take one on the chin for the team, just, you're like, what the fuck? You didn't know you had one in the chamber? No, you gotta warn me. I'm still down here. No, you could have shit in my mouth. No, I have a beard, it's still in here. And then she starts crying. I go, what the fuck are you crying about? I'm the one in the hurt locker. She's like, you're gonna talk about this on stage. Oh, you're fucking right, I am. In all fairness, I didn't bring it up until the second time it happened. I was like, fuck it, if it happened to me twice, it's had to have happened to somebody else. I can't be the only one out here going, really? No one else's catches one on the button? That's marriage. My wife's a fantastic woman. She really is. She's the kind of person like I couldn't raise these kids. She researches good schools. She researched a school one time. She goes, it's a great school. There are a lot of Koreans. I went, okay. We show up, it's 98% Korean. No, listen, I'm just a regular person. I have no hate in my heart for anyone whatsoever. I'm a real motherfucker. I walk in a room with 400 Korean families and 5 white families and a black family hiding in the corner. I just walked in and I was like, what the fuck is this? And my wife's like, what? I go, what do you mean, what? She goes, what? I go, the fucking Taekwondo tournament going on in here. You don't see this? Am I the only one that sees this? She's like, babe, I said there was gonna be a lot of Koreans. I'm like, bitch, a lot of Koreans is 7. This is a dickload. This is a boatload. You should have said, you wanna go to North Korea? Because that's where we are right now. She go, maybe if you get to know some of the parents, you won't have a problem with it. So I go over to the white and black people hiding in the corner like, I'm here, what are we gonna do? Thank God there was a black woman there to keep shit real. First words out of her mouth, you see all these motherfucking Koreans? I just met my best friend. It is a beautiful moment when a black woman and a white man can commit a hate crime together. Sandy is her name, and we start talking. Then a white woman comes over and screws it up, just comes over and goes, what do you guys have? Sandy leans into me and she goes, we're about to have the bird flu if we don't leave this bitch. The lady goes, what? And Sandy just looks at me and goes, they're your people, you handle this. I go, I have girls. She goes, oh, that's so great. What are their names? I said, Georgia and Isla. She goes, oh, I have a boy. I was like, cool. She's like, don't you want to know his name? I'm like, not at all. She goes, his name's John Henry. And I start laughing hysterically, because that's what I call my dick. I've just never met a John Henry before. I'm like, are you serious? She's like, do you know a John Henry? I'm like, hell yeah! Really good, he's like my best friend. And I start talking to these women for the whole orientation surreptitiously about my junk. About my buddy, John Henry, who lives down south and is bald. Until my wife gets done her Pai Gow tournament and comes over to us. It's like, what are you guys laughing about? And this woman's like, you're never gonna believe this. My son's name is John Henry. My wife's like, oh, that's what he calls his dick. Sandy falls out laughing. And I watched this woman realize all the stories I've been telling her about how John Henry has 2 roommates, how their next door neighbor's an asshole, how he tells everyone he's 6 foot, but he's really 5'7". I thought it was. I think what I find funny, I don't think other people find funny. I have like a disturbed sense of humor sometimes. Like I checked into this hotel room one time in Cincinnati, and I had like 5 bags with me because I was on the road doing Travel Channel stuff and doing stand-up. So I had 5 bags with me. This bellman, tall, young, skinny, black kid. Oh, why's he gotta be black, Bert? Because he fucking was. He comes over, he grabs all my bags, puts them on a cart, checks me in, takes me into the elevator, and in the elevator he goes, man, you got a lot of bags. What do you do for a living? I go, I'm a comedian. He goes, you put all your gags in these bags? Immediately I'm horrified because I think he thinks I'm a prop comic. And so I'm trying to think of a joke. The whole ride in the elevator, I'm trying to think of a joke to make this kid laugh, but I can't think of anything. We get up to our floor, door opens, and as soon as it opens, the door next to us opens, and an older white guy walks out, like maybe 67 years old. Bam, and he walks out just behind us, and as we walk down the hallway, he walks right behind us. Kids pushing, I'm walking, this guy's right here, 5 feet behind us. As we walk, bam, we take a left, he takes a left. We take a right, he takes a right. He's keeping pace with us. You want to be like, hey, asshole, you just fake tie your shoe for a little bit or jog past us, but you're creeping us out, George Zimmerman. So finally, we get to the very end of the hall. My door is the last door on the left. And it turns out the old man's room is right next to mine. Now, it's been uncomfortable. I haven't made this kid laugh yet. So as a joke, as the guy goes to open his door, I lean over and I go, hey man, if you want, we can open up the connecting door and we can hang out this weekend. He was not ready for that. And now he can't get his key to work. He's like, no thank you. No, I'm good. And I said, no, think about it. When was the last time you made a new friend? We'll talk each other to sleep at night, wake each other up in the morning. I got towels, you got towels, you know? He gets his door open and he goes, I don't think I want that to happen. But before he can close it, I stop and I go, well, listen, if you change your mind, just knock and scratch. He looks at me dead seriously, he goes, I probably won't be doing that. I look over to the kid to see if I made the kid laugh. He's already in the room. I did the joke for nobody. I literally walk in the room and he's not even like putting the bags up. I'm not being, but like he's just dumping them on the floor, like flipping them on the floor. And now I'm like, I gotta tip him, but I don't know how much to tip him. Normally I tip $5 for a bag, but it's 5 bags, it's $25. He just put them on a cart, but here's the problem. I'm doing the math in my head. In front of him, I'm going, it's $25. A lot of money for just flipping them on the thing. Right? The kid sees me doing this and he goes, sir, you don't have to give me anything. I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I gotta give you something. You brought them all the way up. He goes, no, that's what I got hired to do, was to take your bags from your car to your room. That's what I get paid for. You don't have to give me anything. I go, no, but you brought them all the way up. I gotta give you something. And he goes, no, you don't. Just knock and scratch. I'm like, seriously? He's like, dead serious. So me and this kid go up to the door and I knock and I scratch and you hear the old man go, I don't want to fucking hang out. Oh my God. I thought this kid was gonna laugh himself to death. He literally was doubled over like, do it again, do it again. Best part of the story is he goes down and Googles me and shows me to every black dude who works in the hotel. So for the whole weekend, anytime I walked in there, they're like, oh, knock scratch, motherfucker. Knock scratch, man. I'll answer the door. I fought a bear one time. Yeah. I used to have a show on FX called Hurt Bert where I took dangerous men's jobs. It was a TV show. It was back in 2002, I think. I was a dominatrix gimp. I was an MMA fighter. I was a rodeo clown. I was a football player. I was a stunt pilot. I swam with great white sharks out of the cage. And one day they called me up and they're like, hey, do you want to fight a bear? I was like, who does that for a living? And they're like, you do on Thursday. I show up. It is a 9-foot grizzly bear just sitting on a park bench, as dumb as you think a bear would look, just. So I go up to the bear. I'm like 28 years old, probably. I go up to the bear and I stick my hand out in front of his snout so he can get my scent. The trainer sees this and he goes, what are you doing? I go, I'm letting him get my scent. And he goes, hey, buddy, this is a grizzly bear, not a labradoodle, okay? He goes, we have protocol. I go, what's that? And he pulls me over to the side and he hands me 5 marshmallows. He goes, when the bear's not looking, take a marshmallow, put it in your mouth. Then, nonchalantly, walk in front of the bear like, huh? Show him the marshmallow like, huh? And allow him the opportunity to engage you and take the marshmallow out of your mouth with his mouth. This way he'll learn to trust you. And I was like, fuck that. Who thought of this, the bear? Is this the bear's idea? And the guy just looks me down and he goes, hey, this is how we do it. My whole crew's behind him like, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. So I don't know any better. I'm 28 years old. I go behind the bear, I take a marshmallow, I put it in my mouth, I walk in front of him like a street hooker, like, huh? 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 The bear sees the marshmallow and lights up just like, I'm going, he rushes me with the grace of a frat boy at 5 a.m. and tongues it out of my mouth. Bears never brush their teeth. I'm making out with a homeless person 5 times in a row. Just. I get done, the trainer goes, fantastic, we're ready. I go, hold on, I haven't learned anything. He goes, what, are you kidding me? You learned the most important lesson. I go, what's that? And he goes, the bear likes marshmallows. I go, what good does that do me? And he goes, listen, if you get in trouble, just stand your ground, look the bear in the face, and just go, marshmallow. And he'll know you're gonna do your marshmallow trick, so he'll give you some space. But more importantly, we'll hear you say that, and we'll know you're in trouble, so we'll get you out of there. We'll take the bear, we'll split it up. I go, yeah, but he thinks they're inside me. What if he's like, don't worry, I'll get him, and just rips me open? He goes, you'll be fine. Let's go! And I swear to God, the bear is smiling. Just, oh, I know how to get marshmallows around here, bitch. I gotta tap you out. Rushes me, grabs me by both ears, lifts me off the ground, and starts ragdolling me and growling. I'm going, marshmallow, marshmallow! But no one can hear me because there's a 9-foot grizzly bear going. All of a sudden, he drops me, grabs me by the hip, spins me doggy style, locks in a bear hug, and starts grinding on my ass. Now we're both facing the crew and the trainer. I'm going, fucking marshmallow! Marshmallow! Get me the fuck out of here, marshmallow! Everyone's laughing except for the trainer, who has a look of panic. He jumps in our eye line and goes, go limp! I'm like, please be talking to me right now. And not is there a bear cock climbing up my jeans? About the split center seam, just marshmallow. So I go limp. Now it looks like I'm getting date raped by a bear, just I slide out of his grip, and that's the last thing I remember, because apparently his instincts took over and he sat on my face. And the best way to get bear